Hello and welcome to Nova Southeastern University's College of Pharmacy. My name is Julie Kincaid and I'm the coordinator of Student Services and Recruitment for the Palm Beach program. Learning environment.
Well, and from the instructor's point of view, I think there's always a baseline frustration with the technology. It's improved over time, but it still can be an issue because of and cause disruptions, as it goes down. And they have backup systems to help. So it's improving, but it's not ideal. And then what happens is the nature of the learning modes that can be successfully applied, I think, is a little limited. We tend to really focus on doing big lecture hall type of activities and less applied types of activities, or it might be more of the big versus small in our situation, and maybe have nothing to do with the distance. But because we've expanded using distance, that in turn has led to class sizes being bigger. So I guess that would be the second thing.
Would you say that having interaction and engagement with the students might cause some challenges when you're, for instance, if you're lecturing and there's 3 sites involved? Do you feel that there's issues in terms of interaction?
I do think that it occurs. It can be, you can get around that by using actually some of those tools that they use, some of the clicker technology or some of the other tools that could be implemented.
If you wouldn't mind, just kind of explain a little bit about the clicker technology.
Well, there is a system where you can do polling, automatic polling, so that the students have a device, a handheld device, and they can respond to questions.
So you could almost do like a pop quiz and use the clickers for
in
them
fact,
to
some of the
input their answers.
Some of the classes actually do quizzing that way. But mostly, I tend to use it just to extend engagement, get people thinking and talking. The difficulty is if you're not face to face, you don't have the nonverbals. It's essentially you have to really be aware of that and understand that you're missing part of that communication. Although we've tried to get around that because we do have the camera view. Although it's mostly pointed at the instructor, not the student.
That's true. So if you're the instructor and you are, you can see the distant site, but you probably don't, like if a student asks a question, the camera wouldn't necessarily be on that student.
That's correct.
So you might hear some intonation, but you wouldn't see any hand gesture, you wouldn't see facial expression.
That's correct.
Interesting.
So you're gonna just miss that part of it. So that requires, a lot of times we have to repeat questions. You use those techniques of repeating back and making sure it's clear what the question was, and then did they understand the answer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Would you say, in terms of getting feedback to students, do you feel that you're able to provide that just as well in a distance learning environment as you would be in a face-to-face environment?
Well, I mean, feedback in terms of when they say respond to a question and answer, I think the feedback it can be adequately done, via distance education. What you don't have with the distant students, is the after the class kind of discussions that can go on. So with the distant students, what people try to do is make sure they make themselves available separately outside the classroom for those sorts of things. If there's an issue of disruptive behavior, you have to rely on people at the other sites, you know, to deal with that. You can't deal with that yourself.
That's true.
Sitting here with Maren Enos, one of our third-year pharmacy students, and I wanted to ask you, one of the things that kind of keeps coming up as we do our research into distance education is how do we work to engage our students and make our curriculum more interactive. And I was told that there's a kind of, what do you call it?
A format, an engaging format.
Yeah, or there's a concept that some of the professors are using, and it's called Think, Pair, Share. Would you mind explaining that a little bit?
Okay, the Think, Pair, Share is something that we started this year, and it's with the therapeutics course. And it's basically something where you are given a whole bunch of questions, and then you are working in groups. But when it comes to the think part, it's where you work on your own. The questions that they put up is you basically have to think about the answers, use your own. You have to think.
You have to think for a few minutes on your own.
On your own, yes. And then when the time's up, you have to pair up with the group, and then you discuss the answers with the group. And since everybody is thinking on their own, you might come up with different sides, like different answers, and then you share the answers with the group. And then when it comes to the share part, that's when you share with the whole class.
Hello, my name is Julie Kincaid, and I'm the coordinator for Student Services and Recruitment for the College of Pharmacy at the Palm Beach campus. Today is a special day for our first year P1 students. Today is the White Coat Ceremony.
We strive for high ideals, teamwork, and unity within the profession in order to provide optimal patient care. Dedication to excellence. This will require an ongoing reassessment.
Thank you for joining us on our journey of discovery about the NSU College of Pharmacy. We hope that you've gained some insight into the inner workings of a unique distance education application. We also hope that you have seen the challenges and triumphs of our learning platform.
The health professions are constantly changing, and academic programs must work hard to keep pace with the innovations and the discoveries that occur on a daily basis. We must also strive to stay on the cutting edge of technology and the latest teaching advancements so that we can maintain our accreditation and continue the tradition of excellence in education here at Nova Southeastern University.
Let's do one more time, and then we'll do a headshot.
Oh, wasn't that fun?
That was so enlightening!
Oh my gosh, I've learned so much today.
Me too. We work here.
Always learning.
The unique distance education application. We also hope that you have seen the challenges.
Oh, really? I know.